Woohoo! Showtime. Get this box open and get this show on the road. Go carefully open this up. Perfect. Go ahead and put away our pocket knife so we don't get poked again. All right. Go ahead and start with the right side. This will be a pretty exciting set. A lot of great stuff in here, including the Gandora G Dragon of Destruction on the box, which is for the Shining Sarcophagus stuff. That's a lot of high rarity cards, so not sure how many of those we'll be able to pull, but hoping to at least pull some of the YuGiOh stuff, or at the very least some of the new Ashen supporter Lightsworn cards. That would be cool. Aza, the Dragoness of Deranged Devotion. That's cool. Sinful Spoils of Slumber Morian. First Ragnaraka, we got Skeletal Soldier. That'll be nice. Sangin Kaiman. Multi-Universe. That's pretty cool. Activate it. If you do not control face-up card in the field zone, target a field spell that is banished or in either graveyard, destroy this card, place that targeted card face-up in the field zone. And you can banish it from the graveyard to protect a card in the field zone that would be destroyed by card effect. That's pretty nice. Dinovadus Docus. Batcha Melodious Maestra. Mentotlin Fusion. Tenpai Dragon Phaedra. Like all the Tenpai Dragons are low rarity, but I know it's kind of hard. Whichever one's the super rare has been one that's tough to pull, so may not focus on that archetype as much. I think the card trick is 2, 3, 4. We'll find out. We'll hopefully get it right. Ancient Gear Commander. Couplet, the Melodious Songstress. Sangin Summoning. Christened Witch. Sangenpai, Biden Dragon. Jungle Dweller. This is a nice little tech for Dream Eaters. That could be something to work with. Ashen to Endlessness, which is such a cool name for a card. Extinguishing the Ashened. And Turn Silence. There we go. Okay, so it is 4. That's good to know. It's our first Shining Sarcophagus card. One, two, three, 4. Weiss, Lightsworn Archfiend. Go ahead and move everything over. Make room for all the Lightsworn stuff. Ragnaraka, Mantis Monk. White Lord. Kind of wish they kept his OCG name of Whitesworn. That would have been kind of funny. Sinful Spoils, Subdual. Aza, Dragoness of Deranged Devotion. Centurion Gargoyle II. Nice. Zoma, the Earthbound Spirit. Oh boy. Mika Zukino Yaba, the Moonfang Dragon. Nice. Shaman of the Ashen City. Nice. There's that Ashen support we were looking for. Two, three, 4. Gruesome Graveswimmer. Nice. Those YuGiOh decks, definitely need that. Tenpai Dragon Chundra. Cyclos, the Circular Sprite. This one's kind of nice. Nice little plant tuner. Valmonica Invitar. Ancient Gear Advanced. That's such a cool looking spell. Like, that card art is just fantastic. Sinful Spoils Struggle. Ragnaraka Hunting Dance. Refrain, the Melodious Songstress. Ancient Gear Dark Golem. This is really cool. Nice little double searcher, too, for the archetype. Starting to see quite a bit of those pop up recently. Two, three, four. Ragnaraka, Samurai Beetle. Their batch of Melodious Maestra. Weiss, Lightsworn Archfiend. Double Die. Talons of Shuralane, nice illusion monster. Sinful Spoils of Slumber Morion. Melodious Concerto. Totlin Twin Dragon. Our first Ultra, Vados, the Dragon of Endless Darkness. Requires Vados, Eruption Dragon of Extinction, 2 level 9 or lower Pyro monsters. Can't be destroyed by card effects. Your opponent cannot target it with monster effects. Its fusion, summon, destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. Opponent activates a card or effect on the field. Send one face-up Ashen card you control to the graveyard to destroy that card. That's really cool. Pretty terrifying, too. One, two, three, four. Double Die. Sangin Summoning. Ancient Gear Duel. Again, just really cool artwork. Ancient Gear Commander. Sangin Kaiman. Our second Gargoyle the Second. Mentotlin Twin Dragon. Golgoyle the Steel Seismic Smasher. Just a great name for a card. Flowering Etoile, the Melodious Magnificate. Nice. Getting more of that melodious stuff we were looking for. Kind of organize our cards here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, we get Christened Witch. Stronghold, the Hidden Fortress. More of that Shining Sarcophagus stuff. Very nice. Tenpai Dragon Phaedra. Goblin Biker Grand Pileup. Ashen to Endlessness. Cooling Embers. Simultaneous Equation Cannons. This one's kind of a wild one. Banish a fusion monster and 2 XCs with the same rank from the extra deck, whose combined level and ranks equal to the total number of cards in both players' hands and on the field. Then apply this effect. Return 2 of your banished monsters to the extra deck. 1 XCs, 1 fusion, whose combined level and rank equals to the level of 1 face-up monster opponent controls. Then banish all cards they control. It's quite the process of elimination, just to banish everything, but still kind of cool. Valmonica Disharmonia and Battle Guard Echoes. Didn't know this was a thing. When it's activated, add a level 5 Earth Warrior monster from the deck to hand, discard a card. Once returned from monster returned to the field to the hand, even during the damage step, add a Battle Guard Rage or Howling from deck to hand, or change a face of monster on the field to face down defense position. Interesting to see like Battle Guard support still existing, but that's kind of cool. Hey, Violet. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it's definitely cool to see the Melodious and other cards for sure. Speaking of Melodious, here's our third copy of Batcha. That gets us the full playset. Tenpai Dragon Chundra. Cyclo Circular Sprite. Might splash this into a Ragnaraka. Haggard Lizardos. Ragnaraka Skeletal Soldier. Sangenpai Biden Dragon. Lightsworn Aegis. That's a nice one. Jungle Dweller. Hey, our first secret rare. And it's the Shining Sarcophagus. Nice. Can't be destroyed by monster effects. Each of the following effects is hard once per turn during the main phase. Add a card that mentions Shining Sarcophagus from deck to hand except itself. If your opponent special summons the monster from the graveyard, discard a spell to target one of those monsters, send it to the graveyard. That's really cool. Woo! That's definitely a shiny card for sure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Couplet Melodious Songstress. Valmonica Invitaire. Sinful Spoil Subdual. Ragnaraka Samurai Beetle. Refrain the Melodious Songstress. Getting a lot of those pendulums. Ragnaraka Hunting Dance. Third copy of Gargoyle II, another Melodious Concerto, and Ragnaraka Chain Coils. Nice. Getting more of that Ragnaraka stuff, which is nice. One, two, three, four. Blink out. Target link monster on the field, return to the extra deck, then special summon one of the monsters from the grave that was sent there as its link material. Huh. Dinovatus Docus. I think this is our third copy of Weiss, Lightsworn Archfiend. Ragnaraka Mantis Monk. Golgoyle, Steel Seismic Smasher. Ashen to Endlessness. Extinguishing the Ashened. Talons of Shuralain. And Enlightenment Dragon. Nice fusion. Pretty much contact fusion for Judgment and Punishment Dragon put together, which is cool. Ragnaraka Armored Lizard, Double Die, Ancient Gear Duel, Stronghold Hidden Fortress, Ancient Gear Advance, Moonfang Dragon, Momentotlin Twin Dragon, Tantrum Toddler, Silent Swordsman 0. Woo! There's more of that Shining Sarcophagus support. We're getting pretty good stuff so far with that. Last pack of the first half of this box. Haggard Lizardos. Goblin Biker Grand Pileup. Ancient Gear Tanker. Blink Out. In Papa's Footsteps. Sangin Kaiman. Zoma the Earthbound Spirit. Sinful Spoils Struggle. And Goblin Biker Troika Grar. Interesting. Alright, Haggard Lizardos, Tenpai Dragon Chundra, White Lord, Samurai Beetle, that should be our third copy, Aegis, Iza, Cooling Embers, Skeletal Soldier. Hey! There's Tenpai Dragon Pedra. This was the super rare that's hard to get by. That's pretty cool. Wasn't expecting to actually pull one in this box. How many Skeletal Okay, that is 3. I wasn't sure if we had 3 or 4. So we're set on all the Ragnaraka Skeletal Soldiers. Dinovatus Docus, Ancient Gear Commander, Krishnerd Witch, Ancient Gear Tanker, another Gargoyle II, Momentotlin Twin Dragon, Talons of Shuralain, Zoma the Earthbound Spirit, and Rekindling the Ashened. Place an Ashen card that is banished or in the graveyard on the bottom of the main deck. Target an effect monster opponent controls negates effects until the end of this turn. Well, that's cool. Nice way to recover your materials from grave while also... but also banish them. But also getting that nice effect negation, excuse me. Also being a quick play, which is cool. Stronghold the Hidden Fortress, Sinful Spoils Subdual, Momentotlin Fusion, Ancient Gear Duel, Ancient Gear Advance, In Papa's Footsteps, Moonfang Dragon, Iza Dragoness, and Pyrite Knight. That's interesting. If it's in the hand or graveyard, target a warrior, earth, or fire you control. Return to the hand, special summon this card, then special summon a Pyrite token to your opponent's field and defense position. During the battle phase, special summon a warrior from your hand. Well, that's kind of cool. Definitely good to have some swarming there. That might be nice for Infernal Knights. Would have been nice if it also treated itself as a fire, because then you could replace Red Lair with that one. And also combo off with stuff like Renaud and such. Valmonica Invitar. Gives us a full playset. Sangin Summoning. Goblin Biker Grand Pileup. Lightsworn Archfiend. Extinguishing the Ashen. Talons of Shuralain. Cooling Embers. Concerto. I think that's our final copy. And where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, where there's a will. Why is it called that? I said the saying, but it's not what it's. Way where there's a will. During the main phase, the turn player can activate this effect. Execute cards from the top of the deck up to the number of cards your opponent controls. And if you do, add one of them to the hand. Also, place the remaining cards and one card from the hand on the bottom of the deck in any order. During the end phase of any turn, a turn player excavated 9 or more cards by this effect. Player can activate this effect, shuffle all cards your opponent controls and in their graveyards into the deck. Jeez. Generic field spells, terrifying. Hey, what's going on, Jason? We actually are. Or at least the Shining cardboard, as our first secret was the sarcophagus. We got a few other really good cards, too, so this is a good set so far. Batcha Maestra, Couplet, I think that completes the playset. Ragnaraka, Phaedra, it's our third copy of Aegis. Disharmonia, Tantrum Toddler, Sinful Spoils of Slumber, Morian, and Blessings of the Voiceless Voice. That's nice. I think they also got a new ritual in this set too, so hopefully we can pull her. But if not, not a big deal. Definitely got a lot of the cards I was looking for, so very happy with what we've pulled so far. Double Die, Blink Out, Cyclo Circular Sprite, Gruesome Grave Squirmer, Skeletal Soldier, Sinful Spoil Struggle, Bident Dragon, Zoma Earthbound Spirit. And our next Ultra is Ragnaraka Stag Sovereign. It's their Link 5. That's pretty impressive. I think they will get a few more main deck monsters and a few other cards in Infinite Forbidden. Yu-Gi-Oh! Likes tongue twisters. They really do. What was the set with Pig Iron versus Pen Peg? That was just awful to read through. It's a hilarious card, but some of these are just... That are all the pearly spells and traps that make me yell things out loud, which is weird. It's just like Pearly Yeep, and then there's exclamation points and question marks. So you have to say with emphasis. But it all just sounds ridiculous. That and Moonfang Dragon, that's... Obviously, that's what it was originally called, but that's just such a hard card to pronounce. Mantis Monk, I think that gives us our third copy. Invitaire. Full playset of the Squirmer. Docus. I think that's our third copy of Disharmonia. Papa's Footsteps. Why is this card? What a convoluted effect. It's great. I need someone to explain it to me like they did with Small World, how that card's supposed to work. Lightsworn Aegis. Hey, Gold Pride Eliminator. Definitely get that updated Gold Pride deck soon, now that we have Eliminator. Need a few more copies of that, and obviously Eradicator, the new Synchro. Not sure if that's an Ultra. I think it is. 2, 3, 4. Tenpai Dragon Phaedra. Couplet Songstress. Yeah, I think that's a full playset, so we're good. Sinful Spoil Subdual. Chundra. Tenpai Dragon Tantrum Toddler. Cooling Embers. Golgoyle Steel Seismic Smasher. Sinful Spoils of Slumber Morian. And Dandy White Lion. Didn't know that was a super rare. Sent from field or graveyard, special summon 3 white fluff tokens in defense position. Hard once per turn. Can't special summon from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect. It is definitely nice for Monarch support. It's a nice little tech if you're able to just send stuff from hand to grave. Or if you can just tribute over and continue your normal summons. Time-turning Morganite would also be a good one to include there. One, two, three, 4. White Lord. Mentolan Fusion. Commander. Grand Pileup for the Goblin Bikers. Extinguishing the Ashened. Moonfang Dragon. Sinful Spoil Struggle. Ancient Gear Advance. And our second secret is Gandora G, the Dragon of Destruction. Sweet. Man, this really is the Shining Sarcophagus box. Look at that, we're pulling all the good stuff. We also got Silent Swordsman 0, too. Didn't realize Gandora G was a secret. That's really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Krishnerd Wish. Witch. Keep saying Wish for some reason. Stronghold. Engineer Tanker. Haggard Lizardos. Jungle Dweller. Might do something with Dream Mirrors with that. Tantrum Toddler. Hunting Dance. I think that's the full playset. Ashen's Endlessness. Supreme King Zark. Synchro Universe. Tribute to Supreme King Dragon or Supreme King Gate Pendulum Monster to special summon this card. The Pendulum Zone. Card has a tuner and one or more non-tuner Dark Pendulums. Becomes Supreme King Zark while in the field. After damage calculation, if it destroys monster by battle or when it inflicts battle damage to the opponent, special summon up to 2 Supreme King Dragon monsters from deck or extra deck and or graveyard in defense position. It's in the monster zone, destroy by battle or card effect, place it in the Pendulum Zone. That's really cool. Might do something with Supreme King Dragons for sure. We do have a Pendulum Magicians we're still working on. Got to rework that a bit because Baron A got banned. We'll figure something out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Armored Lizard, I think that's our full playset. Cyclos, Circular Sprite. Blink Out, Samurai Beetle. Melodious Concerto. Sangin Kaiman. Golgoyle. Simultaneous Equation Cannon. Embers of the Ashened. Getting a lot of Ashened and Sarcophagus stuff. This is the box to be. Final pack here. Definitely got playsets of everything I was looking for in terms of non-holos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully get another good super rare out of this. Summoning, Duel, Ragnaraka, Mantis Monk, Gruesome Grave Squirmer, Refrain Melodious Songstress. I think I need a third of her. Sengenpai Biden Dragon in Papa's Footsteps. Valmonica Disharmonia. And her final card is Ties That Bind. Nice. This really was the box that focused on all the sarcophagus stuff. Woo. We'll go through our Ragnaraka core here. Make sure I got everything. Armored Lizard. Yeah, probably should put you over there. Yeah, we got playsets of everything. Sweet. Gruesome Grave Squirmers for the Yubel deck. Didn't pull Nightmare Throne, but that's okay. Also didn't get the Valmonica Effect monster. We can pick her up separately. I don't think she was too pricey, so it's not a concern for us. Again, playsets of all the Melodious stuff is nice. That'll give us a nice starting point for the deck. Lysworn's got a few there. I know Stavo on Instagram was opening up a box as well, so he said he'd send me some stuff. So hopefully he pulled the, at least the Valmonica stuff I didn't, but I know he does have a copy of Dragonling he was going to send to me, so that's very nice. All right, we'll go over all of our holos here. Ragnaraka Stag Sovereign. Ties That Bind. Controls Shining Sarcophagus and the monster that mentions it. Special summon 2 level 4 lower monster with different names that mention it from hand and or deck. Get locked out of the extra deck for the rest of this turn. It's fine. It'll be a pretty standard, like, just main deck focused Shining Sarcophagus build, which is cool. That'll be interesting. Ragnaraka Stag Sovereign. 2 or more plant, reptile, insect monsters. Monster special summon from your opponent's deck and or extra deck. Destroy 2 monsters on the field. It's kind of like a nice Sword Soul Blackout effect. If it's in the graveyard, target a plant, insect, or reptile monster control. Place it on the bottom of the deck, special summon this card. And then get locked into those 3 types for the rest of the turn. Embers of the Ashen, 2 Pyro monsters. If it's fusion summon, target a field spell in the graveyard, add to the hand. Start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's Pyro monster, destroy that opponent's monster. And if it is your turn, make a second attack in a row. That's pretty cool. Synchro Universe, this is just a great way to get more of your stuff out. And just really great special summoning effect from the Pendulum Zone. Gandora G, Dragon of Destruction. Gains 300 attack for each banished card. If you control Shining Sarcophagus, special summon it from the hand. Pay half your life points to destroy as many other cards on the field as possible. If you do banish them, special summon a level 7 or lower monster that mentions Sarcophagus from the deck. Increase its level by the number of cards destroyed by this effect. So it recruits other monsters from the deck. What's nice is Sarcophagus can't be destroyed by monster effects, so it's completely unaffected by Gandora G just turning the field into dust. Dandy White Lion might throw this into Monarchs, not sure. Gold Pride Eliminator. Life points are lower than your opponent's, special summon it from the hand. Banish one of their Gold Pride monster from the hand, field, and or graveyard to special summon a token with the same level as that banished monster. This card can't be used as material for Fusion, Synchro Xyz, or Link Summon monster the turn you activate this effect, but you can use it for a Gold Pride monster from the extra deck. Blessings of the Voiceless Voice. Target a Voiceless Voice card that is banished or in the graveyard. Add to the hand. If a non-ritual monster is normal or special summon face up, ritual summon a light ritual monster, warrior or dragon from the hand, tributing monsters from your field or hand whose level equal or exceed the level of that monster. Can't be destroyed by battle. Sweet. Way Where There's a Will. Pyrite Knight. Potential Infernoble support. Rekindling of the Ashened. Tenpai Dragon Pedra. This one's kind of hard to come by, I guess. If it's normal special summon, add to your hand or set a Sandkin spell or trap from the deck. Take no battle damage from battles involving Fire Dragon monsters. Once per turn during the battle phase, quick effect immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon using this card you control. Goblin Biker Troika Guerrero. 2 or more level 3 monsters. While 3 or more materials are attached to Xyz monsters on the field, goblin monsters you control can attack directly. Once per turn, if a monster is normal or special summon while this card is in the monster zone, target one of those monsters, attach material from a monster in either field, change that target monster's battle position. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, detach material from this card or from a monster in either field, and if you do, negate that attack. That's pretty interesting. Silent Swordsman 0. Once per turn during the standby phase, increase this card's level by 1. While this card's level is higher than its original level, it gains attack equal to the difference times 500. Opponent activates a card or effect that targets the sarcophagus or monster that mentions it that you control. You can negate the activation, and if you do, increase this card's level by 1. Enlightenment Dragon requires Judgment and Punishment. Must be special summoned from the extra deck by banishing the above materials, 1 each from the field and graveyard. Once per turn, quick effect, pay 2,000 life points to banish all of their cards on the field and in the graveyards. Once per turn during the end phase, send the top 4 cards of the deck to the grave. If it's in its owner's possession, destroyed by opponent's card. Add 2 of your banished monsters to your hand, 1 Judgment, 1 Punishment Dragon. Special summon both, ignoring their summoning conditions. That's really cool. Chain Coils, 2 or more monsters, including an insect, plant, or reptile. Opponent activates a monster effect. Activate this effect, neither player can activate the effects of monsters in the hand this turn. If it's in the grave and you control a monster of one of the 3 types, place it on the bottom of the deck, special summon this card, and then get locked into those 3 types for the rest of the turn. That's really cool. Shining Sarcophagus. Oh, that's really cool. That's just such an awesome card. Battle Guard Echoes. Flowering at Toil. 1 Melodious Maestra and 2 Melodious Monsters. Quick effect, banish until the end phase any number of Melodious monsters you control. Return that many face-up card your opponent controls to the hand. This fusion summon card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card. Special summon a Melodious monster from deck or extra deck. That's awesome. Phaedos, the Dragon of Endless Darkness. That's just such a cool looking card. Definitely got to start collecting my Ashen stuff now. Ancient Gear Dark Golem. Still on Earth, though. It's I think Chaos Giant is still the only Ancient Gear monster that's considered Dark Attribute. Card today because Ancient Gear Golem, while on the field or in the graveyard, if it's normal or special summon, add up to 2 cards, Ancient Gear cards, and or Gear Town from deck to hand, then discard 1 card. Cannot set cards for the rest of this turn because of Ancient Gear Drill. Once per turn, if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate spells or traps until the end of the damage step. That's really cool. Shaman of the Ashen City. If Obsidium, the Ashen City is in the field zone, special summon this card from the hand. Target 3 of your Pyro monsters that are banished or in the graveyard, shuffle into the deck. Then if you shuffle an Ashen monster, add an Obsidium from deck to hand. Nice. Turn Silence. Target a face-up monster you control. Increase its level by 3. Also, if you activate this effect in response to your opponent's monster effect activation while you had Sarcophagus, any monster that mentions it, negate the opponent's effect. During damage calculation, if your monster that mentions that Sarcophagus battles, banish this card from the graveyard, end the battle phase. That's pretty cool. And then Multi-Universe. I think Krishnerd Witch also has an effect based on this. That's why she's in the card art at the bottom. Well, that's really cool. Woo! Look at all the pretty cards. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff out of this. This was a good box of Legacy of Destruction. Definitely need to go through the bulk and also getting a lot of these little decors ready to go. Also got to get out the sleeve so we can sleeve up all the loot. And then work on getting a few other cards just kind of moved around and shuffled a bit. But this will be fun. Definitely got a lot of updates to do for the Centurion and Valmonica decks, but glad we could at least get a few cards for a few other decks to work on and just get a few cores started up. I'll probably go through the bulk because that circular sprite might come in handy for Ragnaraka's. Being a plant and all. Didn't get any skeleton seeds, but that's fine. I think Stavo said he pulled one, so we at least have one of those, which I'm very happy for. But in any case, that'll do for today's live box break of Legacy of Destruction. Not what sure we'll open up next time, but we'll find something shiny and packed with cards to open up, so stay tuned for that next Sunday. In any case,